Good day, viewers all over the world. You are welcome to Toydel online class. Today we want to look at sequence and series. Sequence and series. And we'll be starting with sequence. So what is a sequence? What is a sequence? A sequence is a set of terms. Is a set of terms arranged in accordance to a particular pattern. So a sequence is a set of terms arranged in accordance to a particular pattern, or a sequence is a set of terms arranged according to a rule. According to a rule. For instance, if you have 1, 4, 7, 10, ... This three dots simply means and so on. Let's look at this. For instance, let's look at this is A, the first example. You realize that this sequence is this sequence that we have is being arranged according to a particular pattern. The first term is 1. The second term is 2, is 4. The third term is 7. The fourth term is 4. Something is common here. The common difference between the difference between the second and the first, the third and the second, and the fourth and the third, they are common. So the difference between this is 3. 7 minus 4, 3. 10 minus 7, 3. So they have a common difference. So this sequence is arranged in a particular pattern. It has a pattern, and that pattern is uniform. So it has a common difference. Another one is that when we have, let's say we have 1, 2, say 4, 8, 16, ... Look at this sequence. This is the first term, second, third, fourth, fifth. If you look at this sequence now, for us to be able to get the difference, what is the difference here? You realize that this second term, if you use it to divide first term, it will be 2. This third term divide second term, we are going to get 2. This fourth term, if you use it to divide this third term, you are going to get 2. Fifth to fourth is also 2. You realize that they have a particular pattern. But in this case now, we are talking about division, so it's a ratio. You talk about a ratio here. This is the form of a ratio. Here is a difference. So these two examples, what we have on the board, they are a particular example on a sequence because they have a particular pattern. The pattern is according to a rule. There's a rule that governs all this pattern. So basically, we have two types of sequence. We have two types of sequence. The first one is called the linear sequence. The first one is called the linear sequence, or what is called the arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression, which is referred to as AP. Okay? There are two types of sequence. We have the linear sequence, or in some books it is called arithmetic progression, which is referred to as AP. Then the second one, we have the exponential. We have exponential sequence. We have exponential sequence or geometric progression. Geometric progression, which is called GP. So these are the two types of sequence that we'll be looking at in our subsequent class. We are going to look at all these two types of sequence. For instance, in this case now, this linear sequence, this is an example of linear sequence where we have common difference. The difference there is common. Exponential, this is an example of exponential where we have common ratio. Okay, where we have common ratio. So we'll be looking at this, the concept sequence and series. We are starting with sequence. So we know by now we know the definition of a sequence. Then in the next class we are going to look at how can we find the last term or end term of a sequence for both linear and exponential. And we'll take some examples. And at the end of the day, we'll be able to understand the concept properly, sequence and series. Thank you and God bless you all.